fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. A short kick taken at the 18. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On 2nd and 2, Wilson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the
2nd and 11. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Newton to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. A shotgun snap for Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. Could they have the football? It will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The Seahawks
He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
3-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Play action. It's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him. I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Now, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver and
he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
On 3rd down, Hines. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Jason Myers on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken...
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and show. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
The score, Seahawks 10, Bears nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Newton. And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. And from the 25, they work this to the 29. A gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10, Bears nothing.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Out of the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now it's Lockett. negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They run. This is Scarborough. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Hines. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Yards to go.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the shotgun, Wilson, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 17. Bears.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Returnable for Lockett. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30-yard line. Here's Hines, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
The ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 27, Wilson. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
They'll take over.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 25 yards that time.
First down, Bears.
From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A.J. Boye with a pick. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Part of what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
Michael Dixon.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So they didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the 50, Newton. He sets to fire deep. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Operating from the gun, Newton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times. And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with